Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. Today I'm in the laboratory here in Southwest Florida, and this is my media prep area. So I've got all my dry chemicals here. This is my balance right here, stir plate, pH meter. I don't know whether I've shown you this area, but I just thought it'd be good to set up here to show you or to share with you what I have to share and show today. So today I'm going to be doing a flasking of green capsules or green pods. The capsules that I have are right here, and if you're seeing this video, that means it was successful. Two of these capsules, I've got 3 capsules. They're all from Nodosa type crosses, and two of them the 2 larger ones right here. So these are the larger ones, and these are Nodosa type, so the capsules are small. I'm not sure whether these are old enough. So these were pollinated about a little over 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago. Usually with Nodosa, you're supposed to let them go a little more, or 4 months or a little bit more. These are Nodosa, just regular other Cattleya crosses. So it's a little bit early, but I had to take these 2. I've got 4 capsules on this plant, and I had to take these a little bit early because, and I'll show you a close-up of this, because the capsules are starting to yellow. And so I brought these into the laboratory this morning. I put them in the hood and kind of sprayed them off, and in the meantime, after I sprayed them off with alcohol, this is about 70% isopropyl alcohol, I noticed that one of the capsules looks like it's starting to split even. I looked at it under the scope, it's starting to split, but I'm going to treat it like a green capsule. In other words, I'm going to sterilize the capsule in 50% bleach solution, so a pretty high bleach solution. You don't do that for seeds because seeds are more sensitive to high concentrations of bleach. You can do that with capsules because the seeds are in the capsule protected from the high concentration of bleach, except for the seeds in this one where they're starting to split. I'm not sure how much Clorox is going to get in the seed capsule, but these are young, so I don't think it's going to work, so I'm okay taking the risk, because seed sterilization is another effort, is another treatment, and I'm not sure I want to try it with seeds that may be a little bit old. And I got 3 more like this. The other one that I have I'm really excited about, this is a little tiny capsule, also from this is a Brassavola interspecific hybrid that was the parent on this, and I crossed it. It's funny, these are little tiny star-shaped flowers on the parent plant, on the mother plant, and I crossed it with a big flared red Cattleya. So this is a weird cross, very broad, and this one went 5 months, and usually again 4 months is all is required. It's not really starting to yellow yet, which is an indicator, but I'm going out of town for 3 weeks, so I wanted to get it before. A lot of times what happens is these guys turn yellow and they split right away, and I've lost seeds, and I'm waiting for 5 months, and I leave, splits in 2 weeks, lose all the seed in 3 weeks, and then I'm screwed, I'm done. So I thought I would harvest this a little bit early. I wanted to share this with you because what's happening with these capsules, people ask me how long the American Orchid Society has a spreadsheet of the different capsules and how long it takes for the seeds to mature from that. And people are always asking me, and it depends on the cross it's made. It depends a lot on the environment, on how hot it is, how sunny it is, and that's, that impacts how orchids grow and how capsules mature and everything. The indicator for capsule maturity is once the capsule starts to yellow. That's the perfect time to take them. Again, I've had people tell me, my colleagues tell me, that I went out there one day and it was green, and I went out the other day and it was brown, split, and all the seeds were gone. Well, okay, that didn't happen, number one. But then you got to watch these things closely. But they can turn yellow really quickly and split really quickly. Not overnight, but they can do that. So these talked to me over the past few days and told me actually more yesterday. They talked to me yesterday. They knew I was leaving. And they said, better bring me into the laboratory today because I'm ready. And so they turn yellow. You got to listen to your capsules talking to you. You got to listen to your orchids talking to you. They give you very, signs of what they're saying and what's going on. And these capsules are saying I'm mature. Again, I left 2 on the plant that were bright green that I think I'm going to wait and see what happens with those. And those actually are some of the more exciting crosses. These are interesting, but we'll see how it goes. I just had a lot of flowers on this nodosa cross that I used successfully, generated these capsules. All right, so what I'm going to do is get my lab coat on. I'm going to dump these things in a 50% bleach solution for 20 minutes with a little bit of tween 20, which is soap, a wetting agent. I'm going to sterilize, rinse those, and then I may show you how I open up the seeds and plate the seeds, and then I'll take a look at them under this microscope right here, right behind me. I'll take a look at that, and we'll be able to see if there's any clear seeds, clear embryos. There's going to be seeds in there, clear embryos within the seeds. All right, so I'm gonna pop these things in a 50% bleach solution and sterilize them and see what we get. I'm all excited, as I always am. All right. Okay, and we're back. So I did not want to show you the capsule seed extraction, mostly because there was a lot of foul language going on during that time. So I wanted to bring you back at the end. So this is the result of 3 different capsules that had nodosa, Brassavola, and nodosa in the background. And the first 2 capsules that I looked at were from actually a Maikai, which is a nodosa hybrid, nodosa cross. And I've tried crossing that using Maikai in the past, and it hasn't really gone well. The first 2 capsules, there was only about a little over 3 months, maybe 3.5 months, which is a little bit short of what I would like it to be. But one of the capsules was starting to split, the other one was intact. And I pulled the seed out and plated them out. The first one that I looked at is right here, and I'll put some images on the screen of what those seed look like. I plated them. I took a quick look at them and plated them at very high density because I didn't see any embryos, and I only have 2 plates from a whole capsule, which is plating very dense, but I didn't see any embryos in the seed. Now the thing is, with these types of orchids, the orchids are small, the seed is small, and the embryos are small, so it's really hard for me to see the embryos within the seed. I plated a lot of them out. They look like just empty seed, and so I plated them all. The second capsule that hadn't split was still intact, but it was starting to yellow, and it probably was going to split soon. Same type of thing. I plated 3 dishes from that, and you can take a look at what the embryos or what the seed looked like from that capsule, and it's the same type of thing. The seed maybe looked a little bit better, a little bit bigger, but there were no clear embryos in that seed. So I plated the total content of that one capsule in 3 plates, which is really dense. But I don't see anything in there. So if there are any embryos in there, I have plated this in the past, no success, but I had only 4 out of a whole capsule from a previous hybrid that I made with Maikai. I had only 4 plantlets that I recovered from that. So it was a very, very low frequency of fertilization and seed set and viable embryos. So I'm hoping that even though I don't see anything in these first 2 seed capsules, I'm hoping that because I plated everything, that I'll be able to see enough. You'll be able to see something. You're looking for a needle in a haystack here, and these seeds are small, the embryos are small, so it's really hard to see anything. So I'm hoping something will come up. So not all hope is lost. I'm always an optimist, so I'm hoping that I'll get something from these. Okay, the last one, as you can tell, maybe, I think you can tell, I made a lot more mother flasks from the last one because this was the one that I had the most hope for. It's a Brassavola. It is a Brassavola. The genus Brassavola was crossed with one of my large Cattleyas, which is it's going to be a really interesting flower because I got a little tiny Brassavola, you know, star-shaped with a big red, floofy, fragrant regular Cattleya, huge plant. And so the capsule was on there for 5 months. It wasn't yellowing, but it was 5 months, so I thought it was time to harvest. And but the capsule on this cross was the smallest of all of them. So I plated the seed out. I plated the first lot out, and those seed were much bigger. It was 5 months, hadn't started yellowing yet, so I could have left it longer, but I didn't want to trust it. And I plated all of this out, and I'm seeing I do see some clear embryos in some of the seed, but there's a lot of seed that I couldn't quite see the embryos in it, but it looked like the seed itself was larger, and it looked filled out, not these little scrawny thin seeds, but these look like plump seed. And some of them, and I'll have an image here with an arrow pointing to it, this one I think you can clearly see it does have an embryo inside. And the more I looked at it, the more I realized what I needed to look for. Here's another one here where you can, with an arrow showing the embryo, and you can see that there is an embryo within this seed. So, and this was one, just so you know, this was the one that I was the most excited about, and this is the one that I think I have probably a lot of viable seed and embryos and seed from this. So not all is lost. I still may recover something from the Maikai crosses, but I'm really hopeful that I'll get something from this other. I'm pretty confident that I'll get something from the other one. All right, so that's all I have for today. I've got a lot going on. I just poured 3 liters of media. We're transferring cultures. We're making more mother flasks. There's a lot going on. I've got to the deflasked orchids. I've got to replace all the water in all the deflasked orchids, and I think I probably have around a dozen tubs of deflasked orchids in the laboratory. So a lot going on here. So yay! All right, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you could click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, that's all I have again. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.